Fran, when you're talking about maturity of some of the younger guys with a little bit less experience on the
It's
team.
not always the younger guys with the maturity.
For
It's a mixture of everybody.
the entire team, looking at their maturity, are there things that you can do today in practice throughout the week that can kind of ramp up that maturity and get them, more prepared, I guess, for Saturday?
Somewhat, but it's not that. I think sometimes it's experience. You got to go through some things in life in order to be ready. No matter how much they tell you, right? Like your mom, don't touch that, it's a hot stove, it's a hot stove, it's a hot stove. Regardless, until you go through it, you kind of don't really want to listen to it. And then there's just certain things with myself, like, just from the class piece to, like, everything has to be legit. Like, everything has to be like, you got to go to class, you got to boom, you got to boom. I'm not saying guys don't go to class, but everything has to be right. And when you're completely living right, then I think all the good will come that way. And that's kind of what I pray for. I don't want our team to get, like, see, I know you guys, we want to win every game and go through it, but it got to be something that you're able to sustain and they'll be able to take with them for the rest of their lives. If they go and win and we're just winning and we're running around campus doing anything, doing whatever we want to do, like, and there's no consequences for it, then what's that going to say about them when they're 25, when they're 26, when they're 30? So, like, everything we do, we want it to be done the right way. I want it to be something that you'll be able to sustain. That's what DART is about. That's what CCT, being committed, you care and you trust. So although we may have lost a couple football games or whatever that may be, there's a lot of games going on in life, and there's different things that they're learning from those games about stuff that may have happened that week that they may have not done right, that they'll be able to use as fathers and husbands. So for me, sometimes if it's a loss you have to take to develop 7 more kids, then sometimes you're going to have to take that loss because that's a part of the game. As long as I know they'll be learning from that and someone else will be better off when they're your age, right, Chris? And now I'm that age and I'm not making the same mistake because I know some 45-year-olds that make the same mistakes that 17-year-olds made because there were no corrections during that time. So, like, that's why kids pick Syracuse so they could be developed. They want to be developed in all aspects of their lives, not just win a bunch of games so that way everybody's happy. I like the other side sometimes. Like, I like the fact that everybody's against you. I like being the underdog a lot like that. That sometimes shows you how tough you are and what you can come out of, right? So hopefully that answers that way.
Coach, you mentioned you mentioned you wanting other guys to match your energy. Who do you feel like are the guys who are specifically matching your energy right now ahead of this week's game?
I don't know, man. I start answering that question and other kids get mad or their parents get mad. I can't answer that, who I want to match. I just want the whole team to be excited, to be thankful. We get to practice today. You don't have to practice today. We get to practice today. We get to go to this school. I get to work here, right? It's an honor. It's a privilege. And I just want everyone to understand and appreciate and know that. So when you do get to walk into Inslee, you should be happy that you get an opportunity to do that. And I think that's all over, though. That's everywhere, not just here. It's like, yo, I get a chance to be the head coach today. I'm going to dominate this thing, right? I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that we're better today than we were yesterday, right? Like, you don't see, like we lost, you'd be upset. Like, as I shook it off. I got to move on, and it's time to move on. That's life. Those are things that we go through. So I want to make sure that my players can follow that. And if they can see that Coach Fran is acting that way and he's on point, then they'll do the same thing.
Pass that right behind you, Samantha. We'll start last question. We'll go Samantha and finish with Javon.
You got to finish with Javon because he's going to ask the hardest question. Somebody else go after him. It's going to mess it up. Yeah, because this guy.
You mentioned earlier in the beginning of this press conference that you previously had players writing down weekly schedules, but you switched your approach. What is it now? Is it daily schedules?
Yeah, just daily. Just so that way you can narrow in on things, because things change. Right? You might write something down for the whole week, and I have that because I try to do it. But I'm more of a, things change sometimes, right? Like, for instance, let's say Steve had wrote that down for the whole week. He got injured, so, like, down that schedule changes a little bit. So we're just going to stick to just one day at a time, locking in one day at a time, we're working on making sure we're process-oriented. And I think breaking it down to days will help us. Then when I go to practice, I could be right there focusing on that process, during that drill, during the things that I'm in. When I'm in class, I can do that. So just trying to break some things down.
Do you check those schedules?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to just check them all on Monday. Now I gotta change my schedule so it'll be daily all the time. I gotta watch the things that I say because you are very particular about the way you ask things and all, and I like it. It's really good. You challenge me a lot. Pretty cool.
Javon, and then one more after.
Fran, is it safe to say Byron is progressing the way you wanted him to, the way you envisioned him once you first
Byron
got him
Washington?
out? So, yeah, like
Absolutely.
he's playing a lot of snaps now.
Yeah, Byron's one of the leaders on the team, and he's only a freshman. Like, Byron's a leader. Some of the stuff that he's done, I won't say exactly what it was, but Byron, so just think of it, all of us, we're all adults. Byron lost over 50 pounds since he's been here. And he's trending in the right direction to go. If everything continues to go the way it's going for him, Byron will be a top 10 draft pick when it's time for him to come out. He's doing well in the classroom. He's doing well here. He embraces hard work, right? I'm really proud of him. Like, I'm really extremely proud of him. I'm happy for him. Now, he's still 17 years old, so there's a lot that he's still going to get better at and do as it's going on. But I'm proud of the kid. He's working hard. He's one of the leaders on the team, leads that freshman group, and a lot of older guys in the room that are adults almost, they kind of listen to the things that he says.
And then with Ricky, you talked about Saturday's film session. What is it you like about Ricky when it comes to how he watches film and the way he can communicate with you about what he sees? And
He's a quarterback, but we sat in there and we talked, and he took a lot of blame for certain things, and he just was watching his stuff, and we were just going through it. I had him teaching me the whole time. Show me this. All right, tell me that. What were you thinking there? Why'd you move your feet like that right there? Why didn't you sit in there and be comfortable? Dan, that could have been a better throw if this would have happened. And we just went through every play like that, and it was pretty cool to be able to sit there and do it. We got a little bit closer, right? We got a little bit closer just from doing that. Yeah, I mean, he understand. I know he got my back, and he know I got his. And I think that's what it's going to take for us to finish this mission.
Last question, Brother Christian.
Coach, with SMU joining the ACC last year and the success they've already had, what have you seen from their program that you want to see and implement in your program to get them in the right direction, like SMU was in the ACC championship game last year?
I haven't followed that program like that close to say what I see in there that they done or what it was. I do respect who their head football coach was. I'm not 100% for sure about what his philosophies and things of that nature are, but I like the way that he wins. I like the way that his players are playing on the football field. I think he does a good job schematically from watching that, but I don't know the day in and day out things that are going on in his program. I just know he's a winner. He's been a winner everywhere he's been, and I think he's a good guy. And I think he got some good coordinators. He has some really good assistant coaches on his staff. So, I mean, those are some of the ingredients that it takes to do what he's doing. So I'm pretty sure that he's doing everything else right with the stuff inside the building. But I don't know him well enough or know that program to really tell you this is what I want. But I wouldn't mind being in the playoffs and being in the conference championship. So he's done that, and I admire that, and I like it.
All right, thanks, everybody.
Thank y'all.